Hi, I'm Lauren Adams and I'm jumping in the 135-140 Young Rider competition in Dublin this year. I'm 17 years old, I'm doing my Leaving Cert next year and I'm based in Gorey, County Wexford. I've always grown up around horses, so they'll always be a part of my life, and I got my first pony when I was 4. Her name was Rapunzel. I did pony club with her and I did a bit of eventing, but my favourite part was always show jumping. I got my first competitive pony when I was 6. She brought me up to under 10s and her name was Killaloe Gypsy. She won the national championships in my last year in under 10s.
So this is Ravara Mohawk, owned by Dale Adams from Gorey and Wexford.
The first time I qualified for Dublin was in 2019 with my pony Ravara Mohawk. Finished 4th in the main arena. We were jumping the same course as the Aga Khan. It was a bit scary for the first time, but once I jumped the first it was okay, I knew my job. I got him off my sister Maisie. She produced him. When he was 5 he was out in the field with no points because my sister got a kick in the stomach and she ruptured her spleen and her lung collapsed. She was in hospital for 11 days and a year to the day she was out of hospital, she qualified him for Dublin. The same year I qualified my other 128, who was 6 at the time, Brandon Reepicheap. I got him as a 3-year-old who was just broken. He'd been sat on 3 times and he was loose jumping really nicely. I liked him because he had really good reflexes and was really sharp, which I think is so important when looking for horses. I'm delighted to see both of those ponies have qualified for Dublin this year with Chloe Clark and Lauren Walsh, and I'm really excited to see them jump this year. I was really looking forward to qualifying more ponies in the future. There was no Dublin in 2020, so then the following year I qualified my 138 Right Dalpegulil. She's a very quick and careful mare. All I knew was if I didn't make a mistake, she wasn't going to make one either. We finished 2nd in the main arena that year. A year later I qualified the same pony and she finished 2nd again.
Into the lead for Lauren Adams.
In 23 and 24 I qualified Sleeve Bloom, Ballarose and ASJ Samurai for the 148 classes. ASJ Samurai finished 1st in the 148 6-7-year-old final in 23 and 2nd in 24. We bought him as an unbroken 3-year-old and as a family we produced him up to Grand Prix level. We've always produced young horses and it's really nice to see how they develop from jumping 80 centimetres at our local show to jumping Grand Prix tracks as older ponies and horses. My dad breeds thoroughbreds and he's had a few winners this year. I love having the foals because they're really cute. My dad evented for Ireland and my mum is a HSI Level 2 coach. I've been trained by various trainers, but my mum has always been my #1 trainer. She sets up various pole exercises to improve the horse's rideability, which is very important when it comes to jumping big tracks because all the course builders set up really difficult lines and I've already schooled them at home. When I was in national school I played hockey, but as show jumping became more serious I didn't have time for other sports. Every day when I come home from school I ride the horses and then my mum does most of the yard work while I do homework. I'm really interested in all the show jumping stallions because it's nice to see what horses I like and what horses I think would suit me. Last year I got my first horse out of Belgium. Her name is Caddy Zed. We loved her because she was so smart and we knew that she'd fight for me and not against me. She really suits me because she's small and she's very blood and go-y. I started off the year on her jumping spring tours, then I went abroad with her. She jumped on 2 Nations Cup teams where we got gold and silver and she finished 6th in the Grand Prix in Centaur. She's a small horse with a big character. She loves any bit of attention she can get and she also loves lots of treats. Recently she won the Munster Grand Prix and was double clear in the National Grand Prix in Maryville. We got Quina out of Belgium as a 7-year-old for my sister and this year I got her because my sister had to go to college. I wasn't really looking forward to riding her because she has an awkward way of going, but the more I rode her and the more I jumped her, the more I turned to love her. She jumped her first 140 in Centaur in April, and in her third 140 she won the Grand Prix in Compiègne. Koina was a part of the bronze medal winning team in Zudwald, and she finished in the top 10 in the Grand Prix. Between school and being away, I haven't really had the chance to jump on the national circuit, so my first national Grand Prix was in Cavan, where I finished third to Niamh McAvoy and Jack Ryan. She has her own way of going, but she's so careful and she's really easy to see a stride on, so I don't think I'll be giving her back to Maisie.
Well, what a brilliant round that is. Lauren Adams, 41.65. That's a sensational round there, goes into the lead.
My parents both want me to finish school, and they haven't started pushing me towards college yet, but that could change in the next year. Long term, I'd love to make show jumping a career because I love working with animals. The atmosphere in Dublin is always amazing, and I'm really looking forward to jumping in the main arena this year because that grass arena is one of the best in the world.
It is here for Lauren Adams and couple of the jumps.